Bruh.
Hey, traders. Welcome to episode 716 of the show. You could be doing anything on a Friday, but you're here, and I really appreciate it. Like always. My God, man. Y'all destroyed me last night. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Last night felt like Friday, and today feels like Sunday. Not really, it definitely feels like Friday, so hype for that. But fortunately for Bitcoin, it couldn't get hyped. It got hyped with us later towards that stream, the end of the stream last night, but, volatility, it ran all the way up and hit 88.20 or so. Look left, candle high close. That was it. The candle high close from May 26th, 27th. And then immediately, once we got up there, just started pulling back hard. So up thrust for sure. And unfortunately, the 200-day moving average, what we've been talking about over and over and over in the stream, the way where the price action correlates to it, it's been not good. It's like fail. Now, third time in a row, you're failing to break that moving average. Very important. Sucks, man. And we got pretty close to squaring up to the downside, which we'll look at in a sec, but still inside the parameters of the very large equidistant channel. And if you look left, really kind of sucks, man. All right, these two trend lines, 84, 83, and 8,400 total, whatever. Look, the daily, that's not good. You need to, when you have big resistance supports, historical ones, like looking left, when you break them, you need to hold above them and stay above them, regard them as supports, and then engulf and then run again to the next resistance. So it was just really weak. We were up there. It felt great for a minute, but then, of course, we're now back below it. You can see price action. Dude, come on. So that's why these trend lines are important. Though they're not the only important trend lines you have. We go to the 60 minutes. You can see, look left. Using just really the candle high close and the wick here, you could see how we had definitely respected it, started selling off, and then we had this fake out, really nice move up, and then complete close and reverse rejection candle, bearishly engulfed for the most part. And now you're just, I don't know, you don't even know what you're doing right now. There's no structure. But square up, I mean, really, the way I saw it, it looked like around, 8,200, 8,150. That's where the big move up started, right? So we didn't quite make it there, and that's near the 200 moving average on the 60 minutes. Still making higher lows, believe it or not. So good that you're making higher lows inside this range that extends between 7,700 and really like 8,600. So nearly $1,000 range. We've seen $1,000 ranges before, have we not? Yeah, we used to be in one. We were in a $1,500 range right here for a long time, from like mid-August, all the way to September 24th, a month and a half or so, and sell off, right? You broke it, and then you've now created a new range where you got a low, lowest low, same low, slightly higher low. Now we're making higher lows again. Hey, I wonder if there is, in fact, some sort of, is there Momo shift? Until you break down and make a lower low than 8130, you are Momo shifting right now, okay? So I don't want you, you don't really, if you want the Momo shift to continue, you don't really want to fall below 8100, all right? That's it, dude. How are y'all doing? My God, man. If you missed last night, we got a little clip here just for you to look here, listen. If it can happen, it will happen. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this up for you real quick. All right, so this is history. This has never happened before, and it's going to make us rethink even having the chug variation on the wheel now because of what happened. Dude, 4 chug variations, okay, yesterday. Denji, man.
Bruh.
The bat whale.
Time to feed the bat whale.
Bat whale and training, bro. Thank you, Danji, for the $8 plus of Bat Connect. How many was that exactly? 870, and then it's a 45.648 bat connects. Thank you, dude. Really, really appreciate that. So real quick, to show you if you missed it, it was pretty late last night, so you maybe you did, but this, dude, we had spun the wheel. I'd already got hit and chugged twice, okay, and had to, I think, chug 2 times. But then it was like I hit the chug variation for the 3rd time, and this is the 4th time. Here we go. There's never been a double chug in a row ever on this stream. God! Unreal. You gotta be kidding me!
Look here! Look, listen!
Okay, here we go. That's it, dude. Unbelievable. And I owe those, and I don't know when to drink them. I don't know when to chug them. I mean, like, I could just do it right now. It's just like, dang, dude. Still feeling a little rocky from last night. We went hard in the paint. What happened, Wayne Bats? What y'all talking about? Okay, so that's the Bitcoin on the 60-minute. Let's keep making higher highs. You could always come down to test 200 moving average square up at 8,200 before maybe running again. If you keep making higher lows, just keep it up, man. Keep it going. But eventually, 8,600 has to be broken. I mean, this is a big deal, man. It's the top of the range. It must be broken. So I don't know, man. I mean, like, it's kind of okay, you know, because when you've gone from like 7,800 to 8,700 a very short period of time with only a little bit of consolidation, and then you impulsed, I mean, like, doing it one more time, it's not going to be very sustainable. You would then correct probably. If you went up even more, you probably would have corrected back down to 8,500 or 8,200. Okay, so maybe it's good you're doing it now versus later, but pretty lit, dude. Let me see what someone was saying. Lolly watches a show called it's a carpool karaoke, and Stevie Wonder said something. Yeah, the blind guy said, "Teamwork makes the dream work." I love that quote. So good, freaking gold. Anyway, random. Heath, man, if you're watching, where's your Gartley? He said, kind of a 4-hour bullish Gartley on GBTC before the close. Almost got to D. I don't know that, man. I'll go to GBTC, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. I don't know. 4 hour. What is? It must be a really small pattern if he's talking about it. I don't think so. I think that's way too deep. He's like probably X, A, B, C, D. No way, man. Way too deep. This is like an 88, 95% retrace right here. This must have been a 618 X, A, B, C, D would have been down here. So no, I don't think it's a valid harmonic at all. It looks more so just like a price contraction, just a little bit, right? Excuse me. Oh God. Oh my God, dude. I'm still drunk, man. Kappa. All right, so that's it, dude. That's what I see more than anything on the 4 hour on GBTC. Okay, Triangle Connect, Pennant Connect. I'm upright amazingly. Yeah, dude. Believe me, man. It's not easy being cheesy. We got the shakes that'll make you quake. We got the burgers that we just got burgers. TK, that's a good point. Jacksonville Jaguars never did anything great, so not a good sign for XRP. What did they like sign on as their official crypto connect or something? What's happening? I don't get it. Makes no sense. So let's go to gold. I tried, Heath, man. I tried getting you to point out your pattern. Here's your gold. Okay. So bears engulfed yesterday and had some follow through price action. Ease of movement's not too bad for the bears, right? Just currently Even though you did pull back up, you made a lower low than your previous close, low close, whatever. So, still think this potential pattern, is in the midst. It could be working still. I mean, especially if equities run to the upside. I mean, mother of God, man. Like, just the whole market. You know, it doesn't matter. Bearish divergence on the weekly, daily, 4 hour at the same time. Bearish patterns, everything. Nope. Doesn't matter, man. The whole market just going right up. Good for the long positions I have, but not good for the short positions. Good God. BABA was up like 4.48%. Something stupid. It's just like Texas Instruments rivaled its all-time high. Yeah, all-time high 52-week highs today. It's like, I mean, again, it's like, it looks like, is it beginning to be an ascending triangle on Texas Instruments? Like, ridiculous. Even though it's inside of that crazy rising wedge still, it's just ridiculous, man. But that's the way the market goes. It can remain, irrational longer than you can stay solvent, dude. And that's what happens on some of these patterns where you'll have like triple MACD bearish divergence the weekly or daily, and then it'll just go up one more time for one last two rods to shake everyone out, and then it's over. Nvidia did the same thing. I took profit on Nvidia at like 235 or whatever because the huge wedge and the bearish divergence, but it went up one more time to like 285, 295, and then it was all over for Nvidia. Then it like lost over half its value in like a few months. So same with Activision. Gold crashing? What are you talking about? Gold crashing, dude? It's down 0.31%. I would hardly call that a crash. How could you say gold's crashing when it went from, in August of 2018, 1166 all the way up to a high of 1560? That's not a crash, dude. But there is a potentially bearish pattern. That's true. Bearish Garley, what? Okay, we're just gonna, you're gonna call up patterns. Let's be real about it, or something. What were you talking about? In phase? Someone said. Let's just go to the SPX real quick. Look at those three first. Why not? It's in the title of the stream, so I want to abide by the promises made. Look at the gap up today. Big gap up. I mean, this will probably fill next week to 29.38. Go again or something. But now you're starting to, look, the lower high, very real. But you're pivoting off that supply line. That is certainly a supply line. And there was buy orders that came in. So is it starting to become just like a, you could look at it like a wedge. If you wanted to just use this anchor point, it's almost just like a triangle, whatever. But that 3028 is the number to beat. You're so close to this 52-week highs. And just remember, all the powers that be want this market to rally bad. I mean, they're desperate, certainly desperate to get this thing going to all-time highs. So you just got to think about the fundamentals involved, right? The Fed cutting rates, specifically to keep the sentiment high on the S&P 500 and the major indices. It's ridiculous. Okay, and then you got probably the presidential administration that is pressuring the Fed to do that. And pretty much the way this is happening with the tax cuts, that is what is called stealth quantitative easing. Okay, where the Fed can't buy these assets. Right? They are, any assets included in the blend of these indices. So what they do is presidential administration, big tax breaks to the major corporations. And they say, all right, we can't buy those stocks, but you can, Mr. CEO. So if we cut your tax rates, we prefer you to buy back your shares. So it's another form of quantitative easing, but it's just called stealth QE. So there we go, just continuing to float on up this Riviera paradise of insanity. Okay. Sorry, man, trying to get this coffee in me. I'm struggling today, of course, right? Fed will not cut. Economy good now? Not according to many leading indicators. around the world, even. Sorry, man. Concentration levels are struggling. Sorry, just looking for chat. Things in chat. Okay, whatever. That was the S&P 500's in phase. Not good. I mean, like, yeah, it kind of had a dark cloud cover today. Certainly a dark cloud cover reversal candle. So we might see some selling, follow through price action. Maybe it's just hopefully a higher low, you know. But this is the one we found, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and then even talked about it on stream with Larley, you know, about it. And it just has not quite hit.
3.6. Not great or terrible.
МПС беришь Cypher Hit ZPSZ беришь
My alert went off
Divergence.
on NPC, dude.
4 часа шутинг стат.
Let's go to it. Yeah, Brett, thanks for 3.6 roll again, man. Yeah, that one. And then, what was my other Garmin? I think my alert went off. NBC and Garmin. Yeah, we'll look at both of those. So again, the target and time, the first one would be like 27.75. The next one would probably be up around 32 bucks. But it's just not going anywhere yet. I mean, again, it's from where it started, this is wonderful growth, you know, but today was kind of a reversal candle, and you might get a pullback. Hopefully, whatever happens, you make a higher low. It even could happen. I mean, be super scuffed to come back down to this level again, but it's possible, even though when you broke back above this support resistance, you did back test it. So are you going to get another back test? You have to lose a lot of value for that to happen. So anyway, these points is when you can move their stops up to the entry. Okay, yeah, let's just go to that. I want to see that, dude, seriously. Yeah, dude, it did finally hit today. And guess what's happening when you hit? I mean, of course, it gapped up too. So it could change where we could just keep running next week. But look here, listen, right? The high on price, a little sell-off, and now you're rallying again. Almost inexistent positive memo. You're overbought, and you're showing lower levels of relative strength. So the bearish divergence could be emerging. You have that relatively loose stop. Lots of room for error there. And there could be lots of upside or downside potential here. Upside on your gains if one was to go short. So MPC, this is it, chat. This is it. This is how it all starts. This is why we scan ABS. Always be scanning. Set up your alerts. Walk away. Keep looking for other opportunities. Keep setting up your alerts. Eventually they just start beeping. They start going off. And then that is when you can take your shots. You have your trading plan already established. We did here. There you go, man. Hype for MPC. What is that? This is great, though. This is a perfect pattern. It's freaking perfect. Oh, you talking about shooting star? More like an evening star. I'd call that an evening star more than a shooting star. Shooting stars have large wicks on the top side and very little, if any, you know, on the bottom side. So let's just call that an evening star with a gap up. So the gap will probably fill on Monday. I mean, you know, maybe not, but there is a probability. Gaps like that, those everyday gaps, very, very high percentage chance that they will fill very soon. So we'll see. Yeah, that's right, dude. That's right.
Price gonna dip.
Okay, dude. Very cool. Garmin. Another alert. It finally hit, chat, today. But, I mean, you know, it's right at the entry. It's actually higher. It's almost the same type of thing. The rising wedge end, you broke out of it, small pattern, it hit the measure move, fine. But you know, you never quite got to that entry. This one's like kind of like inverse of Johnson & Johnson. We just never quite got to that 786, but now it is there. It's gonna be tough though, right? This could be bad for a short because like look at the consolidation. It ended up turning into like a freaking bull flag. So this, if you think about the trend, is really bullish, man. And then you're showing a bullish pattern, a bullish trend. This might be tough, really tough here. But this is definitely like a bearish Gartley, which they're very reliable. But if it's a bearish pattern, a bullish trend, you know that is a counter trend trading, and it's not as easy at all. So you think about a measured move here of just like that pattern. It's pretty large. $10.30. Measured move puts you at all-time highs, puts you at 95 bucks, and then you could just say 100 bucks for the psychological side of it. So really tough on this one, isn't it? Really tough. Yeah, I mean you're at the 786, 886 area. That's just a deep retrace. And after such a, I mean, look how far away you are from that 200-week moving average. That's incredible, dude. Okay, what an uptrend. Look at that. Okay, so in the uptrend on the weekly, this started January 2016. 1 and 2 and 3 on the top. Lovely touch. Look at the anchor, like the touches of all these trend lines, right? It's really nice. And look how we up thrusted above it and then dumped, and now here we are, literally touching it. We touched it and rejected it today. So no matter what happens, no matter how much higher you go, you're probably going to develop bearish convergence or divergence, right? It's just going to be, how do you compete with that previous impulse, you know? NBC on a nice downtrend, so feeling safer there. Could be. Yeah, man, this is a tough one. Tough one here, but you would think that well, you know, I mean, let's look at this, man. You know, this is back from 2007. Let's look at the retrace high to low here. Your golden retrace, exceeding that golden retrace.
Is that a joint?
So in those reversal areas.
Happy Friday, everyone. We made it. THNX as always, Mitch feels good, man.
We did make it, Chargers, dude. We made it. Thank you for the 420. Marijuana's in the jar, Kings. The flash pump makes a beat on that pattern. Looks like it shouldn't be taken seriously. LPLT, you talking about on Garmin, man? Sure, maybe not. Maybe not. If that's the case, if you do that, you disregard it. Fine, it's 50% retrace. That means the PCZ is the 886, not the 786. It's the. Well, hold on. No, it's a cipher, so it doesn't matter. The PCZ is the same. On ciphers, you can have a 38% retrace, you can have 50% retrace, and you can go all the way up to a 618 if you wanted. Okay. The only time that really matters is on the Gartleys and bats. That's the change. All right. So if you disregard that, it won't change this pattern's entry for a short, no matter what. So, but you just gotta keep in mind just where we are now. Okay. Nice uptrend. Okay. Whew. See, this is what scares me about Texas Instruments, man. It's just like, really? Look at the false breakout. Back test of that 1272. That's crazy bounce off of it. And now it's like right back at the 1618 again, just hugging it. I mean, how many times are you going to hug it? Is this just absorption? And what could happen soon is like a blue sky breakaway or something. This is all-time highs right now. It keeps hitting it over and over and over.
Look here! Look, listen! listen!
Marco Rivera tipped $25. A little appreciation for the seller TA. Keep up the hard work.
Thank you, Marco, man, for the 2.5. Holy crap. Haven't chat from Marco. Thanks, man, for all the support. And thanks for letting me know you get some value out of this stream. You know, we cut up, we have fun. We also, you know, we're serious at times too. So thank you, man. So, you know, it's just like, is it a wedge? Is it a triangle? I mean, look at this. It's just tough now. Because you just, from this impulse down, you go like this. And it's like, yeah, you had a false breakout, and you can clearly see the buy wall. So is it like ascending triangle connect at the 1618? It's tough, dude. It's real tough. You'd think this, because of the daily, I mean, I wouldn't go long on this anyway. Like, I don't care if it breaks the upside here. Because, dude, look at your weekly. The weekly showing so much bearish divergence. So, I mean, on both oscillators. And look at this wick. This is unreal. Look at this long-legged doji. What a freaking head fake. So much strength, dude. So the macro keeps going up. I mean, Texas Instruments probably going to find a way to keep going up too. But you just got to think, man, the confluence. It's not just the 1618 from your previous high to low. Let's go back, dude. Go back to January 2018, right? That was when, like, that all-time high, the first one, the buying climax, and then we've just kind of been going sideways a little bit since then. It's the whole market, you know, it's made all-time highs, but it's like 2% gains on the all-time highs from the previous one, so it's meh. So confluence, insane amount of confluence here. So from that high to low, the major high to low, the less major high to low, the confluence there is unreal. And you coincide that confluence with the divergence on the oscillators on not just the weekly, but the daily, the double top. I mean, I wonder what the monthly is telling us, you know, like the monthly is even diverging somewhat. But look at this, man. It made the highest candle high close of all time today. You know, on the monthly, it's still open. It's open for another 20 days or something, you know. But man, closed the week on the monthly with the highest levels. So the positive memo is still building. Look at the volume, such low volume now. Of course, again, it's so early in the month. Duh. It just seems like very possible, you know, like this. I don't know. From this high to this high, it's clearly lower levels of Momo and relative strength for now. Just wild, dude. It's freaking wild. This market. What they're trying to do is just so nuts. It's like let the recession happen. Like it's you're delaying the inevitable, and it's really selfish that the reasons why they're delaying the inevitable is to get for I think re-election. I mean, let it happen, dude. Market's exhausted. It looks like it. Think it's ascending triangle? Oh yeah, man. I mean, that's nuts, dude. So Bitcoin, dude. Decreasing volume on the upward leg. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like on not just, I mean, it looks like not so much the daily, but the weekly probably. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, receding volume. I mean, like, you know, it's anytime you peak on volume, it's like lower than before. So, yeah, man, I just, this is one where you feel like Michael Burry, man, shorting the real estate market. You're like, I'm shorting the calculators, dude. I'm freaking shorting the calculators. There's a big calculator bubble, dude. Too much supply. People are taking out loans, second mortgages to get these high-tech calculators, these quickulators. And there's just, it's going to crash, dude. Kappa. All right? Anyone get that? So McDonald's, man, down 1.29% today. Where's the other one? Well, it's weird. So big bearish engulfing candle today. Nice. On McDonald's Connect. That down sloping slanted head and shoulders pattern coming on down. Let's see what happens. Can we get to 206? If we break this neckline, measure move's going to put you down at like 194. another potential shorting opportunity on Mickey D's. And you look, you hit this crazy velocity trend. You hit the top of it, and at the top you showed bearish divergence on the oscillators, or just on the RSI for that matter. And now you're sold off and made a lower low, and now you're making a lower high than your previous high. So that a lower high, just like a double top, it's like confirmation to the market that the top is in. Hey, a lower high, those are never good. Confirmation, man. So definitely decent opportunity for a short on McDonald's, whatever you want to call it. And I said McDonald's because people keep saying McDonald's in Discord. Yeah, he did. Stay at home Kings, man. Yep, remember that day. We talked about it on stream a little bit. What's up, Brandon, man? Yeah, downtrend there too. Yeah. Yeah, Larley's got just downsloping channel. Just 1 and 2. What is it? 3 there. Like that. Pretty sure. Yep. The geometrical resistance. Yeah, that's where it was. Yeah. These lines, man, they're real. And you got rejected, denied at that downsloping resistance. Supply line. Wait, in a downtrend. So, demand line, supply line. Yeah, this has to be the supply line, and then the demand line's down here. Yep, very good, Larry. Yeah, and it was really to show that, yeah, this little uptrend right here back from February, it was really the year, that whole recovery of the year. Larley had another channel set up, I think, right? Yep, beginning of the year channel, and we broke that. Yes, certainly did. Our channel, whatever, it's like that. Gap down too to break it. Remember Fizz, dude, continuing to rally. So beautiful, so educational. It's like the double top, the measured move. You hit the measured move, dude. You hit the ice line. You had this just beautiful divergence on the oscillators on the way down until you hit this critical support. And yeah, up 2.19% today. You know, you got a way to go before you hit from your high point to low point. Any kind of common retrace level, very far away from that. This thing got wrecked. September 2018, 127.57, all the way down to 36.84. Beautiful. LSU, Florida. LSU. Brad. Gross. Gonzalez, don't do it. Don't do it. Looks like Falling Peaks, LPLT. Yeah, maybe. But whatever, right? You say 3 Falling Peaks, I say Head and Shoulders. What's real? They're both bearish. And the bearish engulfing candle to end the week. Gross. Very weak. I got those beers. Oh, are you guys on the beers tonight? Are y'all, chat? Answer Tyler Hill's question. It wasn't rhetorical. TK got knocked out? Yeah, probably. It was rising pretty well, wasn't it? Oh, dude, let's look at Regen. This is the one we've been following. The bullish shark. Oh, it was so beautiful, man. The falling wedge at the tail end of the bullish shark with the divergence at critical support. Just nuts, man. It was so perfect. And it broke to the upside. And it kind of finished weak. I was talking to Kevin Grubb about it. Very nice. For now, $300. Big psychological resistance. So again, in time, you would think just for a swing trade, a potential area to take some profit, 330, 329, just because that's B, and that's just kind of one of the rules of the sharks is a profit taking level should be at B, just in case. Yeah, James Glenn, lucky you, dude. Oh no, Heath, it's not a real Gartley at all. Your anchor point is so arbitrary for B, right? It has to be at a swing low, not at a swing high, right? Airdo, new viewer, love the show, Mitch. You'll be added to the Bitcoin stock research. What is that to the daily Bitcoin stock research? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. How did you find me, if you don't mind me asking? Okay. Yeah, you should definitely join our Discord too. You're noticing that your first chat didn't get posted on Apple TV, JDR? What say you? What are you talking about, man? I do want to look at Apple because that was a long-term play, waiting for it to ever hit, which it may not, but I think it's been rallying. Yeah, dude, this is perfect. This is a bearish butterfly. Great. Continuing its ascent. What'd it do today, chat? Apple hit all-time highs today. Up 2.66%. We're waiting for a 1272. Which is pretty much the next target. I mean, that's what you do. Like, we can do a minor or a major fib extension. Just get rid of this. This is that channel you broke out of, but you know, you had the downtrend and you broke out of that. So very nice. But yeah, what I'm talking about is like from the height to low point, 1272 at 257.44. But you can also go from B to C. So right now you're already at fib extensions, of course, because when you broke B, you know, you even reversed to the 1272, 1414, and then the 1618 in the short term is 241.94. But again, we're looking for the major fib extensions. This is how you go from high to low. That's how this is measured. This is how the harmonic knows, right? This is that coordinate, high to low, 1272. Get it? So the thing about it, what sucks about these patterns is the size of the pattern completion zone is unlike others where you have a select 786, 886, right? 88, you know, 113%, right? Sharks. This one is different where it can literally extend to the 1618, between the 1272 and the 1618. But you know what you have to do on these, because it's a little bit trickier, is this is when coinciding variables shine for these patterns, because it's like, what if you're showing no bearish divergence to the 1272 and you keep running? You know, maybe you start showing divergence to the 1414 or near the 1618. That's when you got to really be able to identify other variables besides just the pattern. All right. The butterfly continuing its rise, man. Iron K, man, thanks for continuing to watch, dude. He's been here since 5K subs. Appreciate it, dude. Think if you see another triangle, you'll jump off a cliff. Why fire? Is this a triangle, dude? This is not a triangle. I mean, I guess these are different triangles, but they're not literally triangles at all. Okay, your friend told me, or your friend told you about me informing your circle of skills, chugging beers. Yeah, dude. We're known for the TA and the beers and the music, right? I mean, come on, dude. Music's normally pretty decent. So that's it. You're about to be overbought for the first time since May of this year, and yeah, you could be painting bearish divergence soon. But again, it's like you just made your highest positive histogram wick of this island, so it could just keep building Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Remember, the macro goes high, this thing's gonna go high too. remember, this is a market mover. The FANG. Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google, Amazon, right? There's like 2 A's. So, you know, they make up 20% of the market cap of the S&P 500. So it's almost like you're looking at part of the heart and soul of the S&P right now on Apple. Very cool. Chris Richards. Interesting man. We did it, LMNFP, man. We did it, dude. What was that? Sorry, man. Just trying to get it together. Just contemplating hair of the dogging, you know? Man, that's so interesting on NPC and GRMN. I just don't know, like, if I should go out tonight, do something, chill out, stream later. I am completely torn on what to do. It's wild. Very kind of pattern going on. It just looks kind of like a channel of some sort. You could probably just plot, I mean, like 1 and 2 and then 3, right? So lots of, still up sub potential. I mean, 248 is the top of that channel. Beautiful.
3.6. Not great, not terrible.
Can you pull a FIP channel on the DJ and discuss a bit? Tank.
Oh, tank. Tank, comrade. Talk about that. Dow Jones transportation. Oh man. I mean, look at that lower high, the distribution. It looks definitely like distribution kind of going on. Can I do an equidistant channel on this? I mean, sure. So really look at the angle. Right? This is it. This is the uptrend began, and this is just like everything else. Like March 9th. Adjustments. There was 1, 2, 3. Beautiful heartline resistance, heartline support, 75 resistance, not bad. And love how you hit the top, right? You double topped, hitting this channels of slipping resistance. Wonderful. There it is. There's your equidistant channel, man. I'm not talking about any of this stuff. This doesn't matter to me. This was from the, beginning, second anchor point, and then the top of this structure, top of this run was here. Not looking at that here. Okay. That's what you asked for. That's what you literally said. Hey man, can you do that? It's like, okay, sure. You tell me what's happening right now. Looks like a nice descending triangle, right? So you're making, look, you had this huge irregular bearish activity, and now you've had a really nice recovery. But what happened was you hit like a 786, 88, yeah, definitely a 786 from the high to low, and now there is clear distribution going on with a buy wall. So a lower high. I mean, this could just be a sell-off, right?
Is that a joint?
Impending sell-off.
Yo Mitch, would you or have you ever trusted a third-party platform to execute trades through API keys such as 3 commas? If not, do you just set a stop loss and alerts?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, I've never done third-party before, and not saying it's bad. I don't do it. So you just manually set your trades. You set up your strategy. It's very simple. You know how we do it. So hey, again, if you figure out something that works, by all means, man. Thank you for the 420. You knocked out the Rokens, man. What have you done? You vote hair of the dog. Matt Thompson's down for an all-night stream. That was last night, dude. Oklahoma, Oscar. Oklahoma. Thanks for the 351 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much. Gotta do something real quick. Let me see. Streamlabs, jeez. Being saved.
You're welcome, baby.
Okay, we're good. Transportation leading indicator of recessions. Yep. And you've only, I mean, this creates extreme amounts of vulnerability. So the fall through price action has made a lower high, and now you've got some distribution going on with a buy wall. So yeah, could be setting it for lower prices, but again, it's in an uptrend, a very, very nice uptrend. You're just in the middle of it right now, and you're still above that 200-week moving average, which is very tough for you to see at like 9,481. We've every time we've since we got back above it, you know, on the recovery, we've tested it, always got back above it, tested it, fell below it, rallied, then back tested it. Crazy how you sprung and then back tested the spring of the 200-week moving average, then ran again, and now look, that's what we did. We ran down emotionally, got to that 200-week. Okay, when that emotion sets in, we're coming back to it now, and so you break below this, hey, not good, but you know how that is. Auto industry is bad these days. You just look at the weakness, you know, it's like a high, a lower high, about the same high, and almost inexistent positive Momo. Gross. Listen while the steak's cooking on the grill, having a beer. What? Oh, you are. Awesome, dude. Thanks for listening, because you could literally be listening to anyone, watching anyone. So thanks, dude. Okay.
You're welcome, baby.
Freaking AMD, man. You just can't do it. Up nearly 5% today. Just hanging in there, hanging around. All right, you broke this channel, but you're holding above the 200-day moving average. You didn't even touch it. It's kind of strong. Definitely kind of strong. I don't know what happened. Like the triple top, quadruple top stuff. We're selling off. Not really sure what pattern this is. Like if it is a pattern at all, it's very choppy. No, you can't even say that. It's not a harmonic at all. But yeah, man, nice rally. But it's the macro, right? The macro helped all this happen for many assets, not just AMD today. Like think about the VIX is down 11.33%. You know, the volatility. What's that, man? Yeah, Trib's up. This is beautiful right here, man. I love it. You know, we're selling off, and it's like, hey, we got to make a higher low. What is this? Like a higher low Adam and Eve? Double bottom? Even better. Accumulation. So what's happening most of the time in this downtrend? It's like a low, a lower low, a lower low, the lowest low. And now, yes, now we are making higher lows on TripAdvisor. Let's go, dude. It's one of my babies. My baby longs. Right, it had the crazy downtrend it had been in since 2014. It broke out, created this momentously sized bullish cipher, and hit the PCZ, bounced, hit the nearly the 236, sold off, higher low. All right, it'll take a while, man. It will definitely take a while. And I think there is, in fact, a channel or a wedge or something, right? Downsloping resistance is way up here around 43.37. So we haven't even touched that in a while. We haven't touched that since we created the second anchor point, May of this year. All right. Nice one on Trip. Klaus, no, I've not looked at Chipotle today. No. Sorry. So Bitcoin is at 83.21. We got 57 minutes until our daily close again, right? Unless we can go to CME. Sure. It's on the watch list. It's just, I'm sure it's up. Oh, this is CME group. What the heck? You said CMG, didn't you? No, you did. You asked about CME. Yeah, log scale, uptrend. I mean, this is insane, right? It's beautiful. Look how wonderful this channel is. And then we go from the height, December 2007, to the low point. And you're at the 1272 fib extension. It's beautiful, dude. It's freaking beautiful. We can go to the weekly too, so you can see it all. The weekly. Do you see it, man? You're hitting a crazy fib extension, man. The high to low. There it is, the first one. No real, I mean, there's some class C bearish divergence where you make a high and you double top on one of your oscillators. Bullish convergence on the MACD. But yeah, this is like an area where you could easily reverse to the downside before, running again. Could happen. There's your CME, dude. Dude, what's up, 1G, man? I'm thinking about you. Rising wedge. Rising wedge. Connect. Dude, my friend's working tonight? What? Wow, Thomas, man, that sounds gnarly, dude. That sounds really gnarly. Yes, I pray you don't become a cook. Okay. Jesus. Does Link have divergence on the 4-hour, Raphael? Link's up 3%. Still unable, right? Still unable to break the resistance. This is the 275 area. We've had this plotted the whole time. You can clearly see, we up thrusted, failed, and now we're failing again, trying to break 275, but you're at 271.50, and you're asking, is there divergence? On the 4-hour, I think. Yeah, you had divergence, right? This is how this painted, and then you sold off, making a lower high though, right? So it's like your attempted rally. It's a lower high, it looks like. So, it's almost like you up thrusted, you sold off, and now you're kind of back testing the area as a resistance and trying to confirm maybe this is where we would sell off. And I'm just saying that could be possible. This is how you're responding to the resistance looking left. Lower high. So yeah, we could see a sell-off again, for sure. It would make a lot of sense to sell off again on Link at this point. The bearish convergence now. But, of course, if you could ever break this for real, I mean, look, you still have lots of negative Momo. So if you make any kind of double top or higher high, it's gonna be really weak. Really, really weak. There's no positive Momo, man. we got, man? So we're getting closer and closer to 150 likes. Is it possible we could do it, man? For me, I've just been live now just over an hour. Oh my God. What's up, NYC Pitbull, man? Bears completed bear shark. I don't think so. Okay. Good luck on breaking this resistance on the attempted rally that you often get all over the market's many assets. So this lower high stays around, and you've just rejected it so many times. You'd think that you could sell off. Okay. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Marriott. Not doing very well, dude. Look at that, dude. I mean, what does that look like to you, dude? Looks like a freaking scuffed head and shoulders. Looks like a ascending broadening wedge, whatever you want to call it. A lower high. It's a major lower high than your previous high. We're on log scale. You got a log. Not much of a difference. All right, just think about what you did, high to low. You ran up, hit an 88% retrace, a deep retrace. Areas of value for a short there. When you were up there, there's a little bit of divergence, I guess, in the MACD. Probably that's the 4 hour. Let's get the daily. Sorry. Yeah, dude, look at the. Oh man, look at the triple. You know, this is all hindsight at this point. High, higher, high, highest high. But dude, it's always good to look for this, identify it immediately, and just be like, holy crap, look how the TA played out. 1, 2, 3 on the third time at the 886 with that. Look at the dump. Jeez. So again, not perfect at all of a head and shoulder, super scuffed. Left shoulder head, right shoulder. But nevertheless, it served the same purpose, played the same role, you know. I think that's kind of where the neckline is. Okay, and you broke it, and now you're rallying. Okay, up 2.5% because of the macro. So maybe it comes to back test 124.56 after breaking. I'm not sure if we have any. Maybe just a channel here. You know, like, yeah, so almost a wedge, but yeah, you're showing a downtrend, right? If say you ever broke this neckline, okay, great. You know, after you break the neckline, you're on the 200-day moving average. You're below now. Okay, you haven't really been below that 200-day moving average since like March of 2019. But let's be real. I mean, it's barely below it. It was only below it for a little bit. You're really starting to get away from it now. But that downsloping resistance, I guess, is like 128.91. You run up, you could hit that, and it could sell off from there. Okay. So yeah, man, the lower high here, it's very bad, I think, for Marriott. A major lower high like that. Just think about what you could see here. Dude, come on. Like, you know it, man. Think about in like a year or two or more. 50%. Oh, God, right? 886. Imagine how amazing it would be in time. You know, we go through a recession or something for, you know, whenever it happens, a couple of years. You know, you have an alert set up on Marriott. There might be value down here at like 66.74. Yeah, that sounds crazy. You lose half your value after making this lower high, this attempt. Hold on.
Is that a joint?
What are your thoughts about ATV and trying to connect?
What do I think about it? I don't know, dude. I mean, you know, all the sales Activision does are virtual. And China, I think it's just more so Asia. It's the fundamentals of 50% of video game sales across the world are done in Asia. So I don't know, man. I don't know how it's going to affect things. Good thing it's all virtual and it's not like tangible goods and products and stuff. So, hey, look here. You know, we had, thank you, dude, for the 420. You made your name too long. Now it's getting in the way of the hype king. Look how here on the weekly. This is why it's important to look at the weekly too. So you're showing triple RSI bearish divergence, and then look at this, man. On the weekly, it was beautiful, right? Look how fantastic this could have been for you to take a short, you know, on Marriott. So think about it: 88% retrace on this attempted rally. Weekly bearish divergence of the MACD, RSI. Daily bearish divergence on the RSI. It's pretty nice, man. It's pretty freaking nice. Very nice coinciding variables there. So on Marriott, you know, if you just look at this major potential pattern, again, lose half your value, go through a recession, the macro goes through a recession, maybe by the time the recovery starts, we could be down at these levels. And this is value, stupid value levels down here on Marriott, okay? And look at what happened. Look what it's done. And I want you to see something too. It's crazy since the recovery. Okay. Look how we had a parabola line or whatever. I think we did, you know. Wow, it looks like we're still kind of in it. Oh my God, look. A couple touch points here, one here, two here, another one here. Let me as you can see, what are we doing? We're definitely somehow regarding this. All right, look at that. So close to breaking this curved line. It's just been, it's gone nuts. Like, think about in December 2008, January, March, remember the recovery. You went from $11.47 all the way up to $147. Insane gains. But again, this is definitely being threatened to be broken right now. So keep your eye on Marriott. Right, you break this, it would make a lot of sense that you could run down here in time. I mean, it might take literally a couple years. So just at least have it on the watch list and keep monitoring it every now and then for major plays. Oh yeah. Interesting. Marriott has a lawsuit in all 50 states at the moment. Get wrecked, Barrett. All right. Break the curved line. Break the line, dude. Let's go. The lower high leads you to believe it's probably going to happen, dude. This a type of attempted rally and fail. Man, that's confirming to the market. The lower high. Confirming. Time to sell off more. Most likely on Marriott. Yeah, there you go, Tyler. I was responding to NYC Pitbull. Okay. So I don't know, man. It's kind of meh right now. Everything's definitely not lit. It's just chill right now. Go to sprint, I guess. Whatever. Very nice, dude. Very nice. Long position. You had your chances. I think this was a trade setup, an unofficial trade setup for the patrons. We broke the Momo shift trend line. We then created this very large pattern. Started in April this year. And now we're rallying, right? We're right at that 200-day moving average. We actually rejected it. We rejected breaking it today. But there was divergence going on and tail end RSI divergence. And it's been a really nice run. Deep in the green on this already. Would expect it to go somewhat higher. It broke the 236 today, excuse me. Let's go sprint. Let's go. A lot of action in chat. A lot of action. Okay, well. I guess it's been fun, man. There's not much to do, dude. Like, just look at charts on a Friday night. Wow, you know. Again, dude, I'm just giving updates, man, for you. So I don't know if I'll be back tonight, man. Right? It's just, it's Friday night, dude. Okay, so Chargers or Elementa P, Wayne Batson, Marco Rivera, and Brett. Thank you for the contributions today. Also Dan G. Thank you, dude. So I'll be back sometime. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. I don't know. So enjoy your evening. Until next time, respect the TA.
I give you the power. It's in your hands. I give you the power. It's in your hands. I give you the power. It's in your hands. I give you the power. It's in your hands. Let me be the one to set you free. Give your all to me. If you believe, then you will see that it's all in me. I give you the power. It's in your hands. I give you the power. It's in your hands. I
Adios, turd nuggets.